Good morning everyone, my name is Chris from Two-Headed Wolf Gaming and welcome back to Fronts of Britannia, our East Engle campaign. We just took over in the last episode, we took over the town of Carlisle. I think it's Carlisle if I'm not mistaken, right? Because I feel I've heard this name before from people. I do enjoy quite a few British shows, and British comedians, so maybe I've heard about it before. So we took over this town. They do have a market stall. They have a teeth barn over here, which provides us with more income from churches and extra food from pastures. There will be a pasture over here. This territory does not look like they have. No, they have a carpenter, so they do not have a church. And I don't think this is a church either. I'm not sure, maybe it's some sort of monastery. However, this building I don't feel like it's going to be useful for us. We do have quite a few industrial buildings with the carpenter and the lead smelter. And we do have this overseas trade port, which means that we might want to invest into certain commercial and industrial buildings. So we can build the artisan, which will provide us 20% local income into commerce and extra income from lead, which we will gain. And this is not for the early on, but we can put in some of these buildings which will do provide us with commerce income, like base commerce income. And I think it's gonna be really useful to create this kind of a combo. So let's put a building that provides us with the most money, this market cross. It's going to get us 105 income and another 10% from the market fair chain. We are using this troop to march north. I don't think we had anything left in the last episode to do. Maybe recruit some troops over here. We can bring 2 armored archers, and I will do so. And even another cav, because we do have the money and we do have the food especially. That's about it for now. I think all our armies are in place for the next turn to declare war over to the west. Let's end our turn and continue.
Accept our offer of peace.
Now they want peace with us, we don't want it. We have our own objective as far as what we want to do here on the map.
My abilities have been boosted.
We finished developing Hubbub. No civilization ever became great without first applying a rule of law. Acquiring or improving facilities that allow for the better administration of justice will earn us renown, or at least keep the rabble under control. And we gain 25 fame. Ragnall gained the more than enough from not having a food shortage, which gives him +1 influence and +1 governing. We demolished 1 lever from the Thief Barn, and we're gonna continue demolishing it. Like, this town has level 4, is a level 4 town, so we can build, I believe, 3 more buildings with demolishing this one. I'm gonna add the next building that provides us with base income, which is the tavern. Let's do so. Yeah, and we open another space, and I'm gonna add an artisan building for the king. As you can see, our king now reached the age of 60 and his hair is grayed out. And I do love this kind of aging. I don't believe I don't believe there's any other Total War game that has this type of detail on characters. Like, they all look young until they die. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe in Rome Total War they've had this, but I don't remember if in any other games. We might explore them in the future and pay attention to see if what I'm saying now is true or not. Over here, Northumbria recruited quite a big army. Pretty interesting. Might be a fun fight. Wessex declared war to Derby, which means that they're moving on to the north, which means it's time for us to attack Derby as well, so we don't lose on the territories. Derby doesn't have any allies and he has a lot of enemies, meaning Wessex and his vassals. We just take over his territories.
You can rely on us.
We gain the fruit market from him having an orchard, which provides us with money from commerce, 101 income from farm, some food and some public order. If we go for a large orchard instead, we gain more food and more income from farm and better public order. We actually will want to wait a few turns to gain some money and then change this orchard, because we've gained quite a bit of penalty from this ironsmith and it's gonna balance it out. So that's what I'm gonna do. For this army to the north, we've leveled up as well. So with free loyalty, not great. We can add one more point into the priest. It's not great because he's not a great general, but we do need to keep him more loyal. So let's just do that as we march forward. And taking some territories. Grand Meat Market. Grand Meat Market provides us with a lot of money from commerce and quite a bit of money from farming. Okay, that's about it. For skills, Anlaf to the south, the governor is good on loyalty, is good on governance, he's at max, but we can give him the extra cash. At maximum level scribe, we get -2 construction time for the town buildings. That is huge. We might even want to add another building on this side of the seat of our territory. For Kettle is another governor, he's good on loyalty. I'm gonna keep adding scribes. And this is our new governor. He has 2 loyalty. We'll definitely provide him with a priest to bring him to 3 loyalty.
Our foes shall fall.
I think that's about it. We have one more army, which is here to the south. We recruit anything on him. We have nothing available. And we don't have any more money. We're gonna wait for 2 turns to stabilize this region. Or maybe we can take over this territory and use this town, this long hold, to provide us with the necessary public order. Let's end the turn. Let's see what's gonna happen next. I haven't looked at the diplomatic screen in a while. I wonder how our relations are, especially with the people in Wessex, to see if
True power comes at the point of a sword. With your mighty armies you have dominated, crushing those who oppose your rule. Now you are the true power in these lands. All thrones bow to your rule.
I believe we just gained one of the victories. We'll continue the campaign. Short victory on conquest. Your holdings are grand and far-reaching, a true testament to your military might. Many neighboring lords and petty kings have sworn allegiance to us, but there are still many more who hungrily eye our lands. We must continue to subjugate our rivals if we wish to make this kingdom truly eternal. So if we check the objectives and victory condition, we've finished the short conquest victory. Not what I had in mind, to tell you the truth. What we do wanna do is, so our goal for this campaign, and probably for all the campaigns in the future, is to do this, the long kingdom victory, definitely the short fame victory. I'm not sure about the long one, because I don't want to overextend or drag the campaigns for too long.
Enemy blood will flow.
Let's see, we have the ability to enact a decree to get more allegiance or less construction time. No, we don't need any of them. Let's use our armies. This old king over here. Let's use to attack this army. Somehow they've split up. And then I guess if we look at this, he was trying to take the boat and go out by sea, and now the men are seasick, meaning that they will suffer various penalties when fighting at sea. I'm not sure if they will disembark if they'll still be seasick. I could do a night battle and thus not have this army reinforced. But I do want to decimate most of his army if I can. So let's have this battle. As we haven't done one in a long while, it's gonna take them a little bit to shore up. But in the meantime, we can take out his general and do some damage step by step. Let's take a look first at our old king, to see how he's doing.
Our foes will fall.
As you can see, he's here in front with his grizzled hair and beard.
Chosen by Odin.
His cav is going to deploy. Cav always deploy on land, so his cavalry is coming here from behind. We're just gonna use our cavalry and keep them somewhere here. We will charge them directly when they show up. For the rest of our troops, let's just put them in a basic formation by the shore. I would like for us to meet and engage the enemy as soon as they shore up. We have quite a complete army on our king, and I like that. It means that we can play all around with quite a few tactics. Let's just move up.
Tremble before our superior numbers. The enemy has reinforcements.
General is there. Our cav is here. Let's just charge. Let's just charge them. So I'm gonna take them on multiple flanks. They're not doing much right now. Over on this side, where we keep marching, his general is gonna be around there somewhere. Actually, let's put ourselves in position to meet their fleet. We're gonna fast forward as soon as we take care of the cav. They've run away. Let's just use our own troops to follow them. As you can see, he has a few units there, which won't really present too much of a problem. Unfortunately, some of his cav escaped, and if we keep marching, if we keep riding with our cav, it's just gonna tire them out. So I'm gonna bring them over here on the hill and try to pay attention to our backs, as to not get randomly charged. I'll fast forward this battle a little bit so their troops can start shoring up. I'm guessing what he's trying to do is unite his armies, which is a good plan. You don't want to lose your troops early on. But what I'm gonna do is take my cav, bring them here on the hill. They are fresh, they're gonna get to active. But I believe his cav is breaking. So let's fight this in a bit of a fast forward. I am going to put them into this wedge formation, and now I will charge his companions. Let's charge them with our heavier cav. Perfect.
Crush them! Cavalry! Crush them! Horsemen! Horsemen! See! They flee before
Perfect.
our might!
They've broken again, and now I have a chance to do a few hammer and anvils on his general. Their troops are landing. These troops over here broke. His cav came back. I'm just gonna take care of them once and for all. And on this side, let's just take our archers.
Warriors, form up! Move it, men! We can take them! Move it, men!
Good. So now that we've taken care of all their troops from the hills, it's time to take care of the troops from the shore. Let's use our archers. He has some Danelaw Huskarls, a level 3 tier unit. They're looking pretty cool and beefy, although apparently they're like two-handed axes with shields on their backs, but their fronts are unprotected, so our archers will have a field day with them, and that's exactly what we want to have. Let's use... I'm gonna wait just a tiny bit more until I see until you see what the white in their eyes, and then I'll charge them. Let's charge them. Perfect. This went better than... I don't know if better than expected. Unfortunately, the AI had some bad idea over on this side. This is the unfortunate part of the AI, when actually I clicked too much.
Swordsmen! Axemen! Crush them! Death from above! Crush them!
Let's move.
Commanders!
So unfortunately the AI sometimes has this kind of decision where
See,
they
they
don't
flee
land all their
before our
troops,
might.
like they don't pick the best tactics
Commander!
in a way,
Move it, men!
and so you get a chance to just
Ready for war!
decimate them basically
Swordsmen!
without having to without needing any kind of special skill, so to speak, or good skill.
Crush them!
These troops over here just went berserk, but they have been they're hurt by a lot. So what I'm gonna do is bring this retinue X infantry at level 3 and charge this Danelaw Axeman. If I get a chance, I'm gonna want to retreat these troops so we don't fully lose them, but maybe we can pull a win over here. This is another general unit, Warlord Companion, but since he wasn't the main unit in the battle and the general on the land was the main army being attacked, he didn't take over. That's why they've been able to survive for so long. For archers, javelin man, let's bring our cav. I'm gonna put them into a quick group and bring them to the front. I don't know, see? So these are weird decisions. Like at this moment they're not, the AI is not doing anything that, I mean, I'm not sure exactly where this decision for them to just march straight with his archers and javelin man and everything in front. I don't see how that is a good idea. Like I'm not sure what exactly from their programming makes them do that.
Up the pace, men! Battle awaits! Glory and plunder! Missiles loose! They got me! Battle orders! With speed!
Let's keep pushing. I'm gonna push these troops. Once again, we are trying to do a bit of hammer and anvil. And I'll bring the cav in to come in from behind. Also, we can use these great axeman. Let's take a look at this charge.
Axemen!
And that is it for this battle. I will do a quick cleanup. So that we have less troops to fight. You can do this at the end of a battle, but that is it. Good. So we finished this battle as well. We're gonna kill the captives. And now let's take over the town. And we're just gonna auto-resolve this, of course. Our king is doing a lot of work. It's not gonna be a happy moment when he passes away. However, I think we've put everything in place for him to, for his heirs to succeed and not have a lot of trouble. We've gained Metal, which is a general's ability in battle, providing a temporary bonus to morale, melee skill, and accuracy for nearby units. That is really cool. We can add another point into champion, giving the commander unit 15 melee skills, 15 extra melee skills. We don't need that anymore. At this point, for him, we could go for Siege Breaker. If we go for Siege Breaker, we could really take over sometimes quickly, or Quartermaster. Let's do Quartermaster so we can move a lot for a longer range and have less upkeep, thus meaning more money, thus helping us in developing the areas. Here we've finished what we wanted to do. We have an apprentice carpenter and an overseas trade port, which provides us with bonus income from commerce. Provides us with how much? 400. So if we do the storehouse, which gives us 33 extra income from port building chains, it might actually be a good idea. 33 would be roughly about 130, something like that, close to that. If we push on the other buildings, I don't know if it's good enough. This also provides us with extra food from port buildings. I don't think we will use it. Let's see, what's the next levels? So at some point we gain 100% income from port building chains. That could be quite a lot. So let's just do so. Let's build the storehouse. Let's increase our food and our gold in the area. I'm really curious. At this point, so we're receiving 317 gold, and you can see that our corruption is at 38%. So most of the gold to about, how is it? It's 200%. 200 gold, almost 200 gold just goes away from corruption. That's why you need a governor in an area. For this general, for Gunnar, because we've built a smithy, a blacksmith over here, we can upgrade our troops' weapons and armors, providing us with a little bit more attack and defense.
We'll see this through.
Let's use Gunnar to attack his small army. They are very weakened. I'm not gonna fight the battle, just gonna do a quick resolve. As I say, we started to steamroll in the game by quite a bit. I thought that maybe the hard difficulty would be enough, so we don't reach this point, but apparently not. I'm sure that for our next campaign, at least the campaign difficulty will be on very hard. Strengths gain. Guthrum, our king, played his part, so he attacked and fought in melee, giving him +2 to commanding. Victor from Heroic Victory, so that's how he got to level 10 in commanding, and leads the way for Gunnar, also for being a general that attacks and fights in melee. He reached the level 3 trait that called leads the way.
Our foes shall fall.
We don't have a lot of money left. We've used it to repair the buildings. For these generals, I don't see any army in our nearby surroundings. I'm not sure where these factions' army are. Let's use this opportunity to take over these towns. I'm gonna build a few siege units.
Strike now!
And I am going to continue using this opportunity, to take over the rest of the towns. Let's see if we have a chance to recruit one more unit. Yes, we do have the money for a swordsman and another axe unit, which will bolster the numbers of this particular army of Berthrun. We have a class craftsman over here, which gives us lead and some income from church. We can change it to a lead smelter. However, our public order doesn't really allow us to do so. We said we're gonna gather some money, but it's not for this territory, for a different one to improve the orchards, right? Yes. We'll have to see what's gonna happen next. For the Fury of Tyr to the south, we're gonna leave them alone. I feel a bit exposed here. I fear that raiders might attack. So what I will do is really go for a new general pretty soon. I think that is the best idea that we can put into practice. But that's all the time that we have for today. I thank you very much for watching and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Have a wonderful day.